I'm in the middle of Livanjsko Polje, the Livno fields. A lot of stuff going on here, ecological, obviously livestock, sheep, cow. We haven't quite got yet the ostrich and kangaroo farming, but I'm sure they could do it. It looks quite a barren, inhospitable landscape really, but ever since the Austro-Hungarians marched in 1908, the whole place has been well maintained ecologically. A whole course of new rivers and canals which come from the streams leading down from these hills and mountains, and a reservoir that was built in 1972 in the direction I'm pointing you now, behind that middle set of hills, called Bushko Jezero, a feeder lake for this particular wetlands that we're in at the moment, where I am holding the camera. And these wetlands support all sorts of life, as well as the livestock that we farm, that keep the ecosystem going. Fish, I can actually see some now down there. This is the Plavucha river, and it means floating. I thought it meant blue, but that's spelt with an A, plava. So plava, Plavucha, floating, shimmering. And we're looking out now almost to northwest, west-northwest, so over the mountain range into Dalmatia, which is where most of this water will be going, and then from Croatia through the turboelectric, hydroelectric generating plants into the Adriatic Sea, which is the most eastern part of the Mediterranean, as you will have remembered from your school books. Going back this way, we're looking now due north and towards one of the two strange entities that we had in this country, Bosnia, towards Republika Srpska, which is one half of Bosnia. It's not actually Serbia, that's a different country, but Republika Srpska is the Republic of Serbs, and it was formed by the Dayton Agreement in January 1996, and it was basically consolidating where their frontline positions were. And behind there, about 17 to 20 kilometres away, is the position where you can still see trenches and barbed wire entanglement. It's being cleared up, but it's very slow because of the mines that were sown in the same area. And the little poor town of Glamoch, which is one of the 6 towns in this canton, Livno canton, is stuck in the middle between us and the sort of no man's land, the entity border with Republika Srpska. So then, as we go from Glamoch right back round, you'll see where the Plavucha river is heading now, is back into town, and that conglomeration of houses on the hillside is actually the upper town of Livno, which I live in. And you'll see a tower on the hill, one of 2. There's a smaller one which can't be seen as prominent, Mala Kula and Veliki Kula. You're looking at Veliki Kula, and that is where home is and has been for the last nearly 6 years. There's not a lot to do when you think about it. We haven't got bowling alleys and things like that, but what we have is proximity. We're close to everything. So if I want the airport, I go to Split, which is back in the direction of the sun over there. If I want the seaside, I go back there. It's about an hour away. And I remember as a child it always taking an hour to get to the coast and back. No different here. But with that, you have fresh air. You have the ability to get out into nature and to photograph a lot of it. At the moment I can hear what sounds like a murder of crows, geese, ducks, and around about May time, which is a long way away, you'll also get in these pools of water lots of frogs spawning, and the noise that is made, it's cacophonic, it's incredible. So I've got a good friend who lives in this village now over here called Dolic, a very famous Livno photographer. Horses. We have wild horses above the hills from here all the way through that big mountain at the back and beyond to Malovan mountain. Of several herds numbering about 400 in total, horses, which are really left to their own devices. They're throwback from the Mongolian days when they ventured this far, and they seem to thrive in this weather, and from about February onwards it does get very, very bitter, very, very difficult, but they survive, and they're helped by a club within Livno and other locations who bring them out fodder and place it fairly close to the road, and big signs up now saying that it's an issue, ecological and touristic, showing you where the location of the herds are likely to be at any given point. Absolutely fantastic. And today it's the last day of October, 31st, and I've just driven out here with my cameras to take a few pictures. I'll try and put them on later, and it's just so peaceful, it's just so fantastic. And I've got one or two close friends out here, and they're not in your pocket, they're there when you need them. They take me for brunch every so often. Bisra, who's absolutely fantastic, she fits in with everything, and everyone at the moment is in good health. So, you know, this time last year and the year before we were forever in hospital, it seemed, with the mother. Bisra's mum was very ill with anemic, so we're getting over that and hopefully start to travel a bit, maybe get down to Kosovo, the southern part of Serbia, which has declared independence, as you know, and we've got some family members down there who, they're not Albanians and they're not Serbs, they're actually people sort of caught in the middle because of the moves after everyone declared independence. They're really good old Bosnians really, but they're stuck down there, and they've made a life for themselves. We'll go and visit them sometime. And that's really all I've got to say in this message. Okay, more to follow.